What's up? This is Jordan Gray from Half Lit and DopelivenTV.
Hey, this your boy Don Ritchie representing the Midwest 219 Stand Up.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Lamar Tate.
This is your girl, Monifa.
Hey, what up? It's your man Dave Hollister from Blackstreet.
You know what this is right here. This Trigger Trench in the building.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your boy Jason Weaver. And whenever I'm back home in the Chi, I'm checking out Dope Living TV.
Hey, it's your girl, Adina Howard, and you're watching Dope Living TV, live with Greg Gray and the crew.
Hey, what's up? It's your boy Greg Gray. This is Dope Living TV Live. Let me start off by saying the views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV Live are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV or its affiliates. Y'all, we got a good show tonight. What up, Gina?
Hey, what's up?
I'm chilling, man. Chilling.
Real
stressful day, but we good.
Yeah, we good.
We good. Y'all turn it around and make it positive.
That's what you have to do. Nobody gonna make it positive for you.
Man, we had the relationship roundtable yesterday. Pretty good, actually. But
did we give good advice or what?
Man, we gave that advice, but I gotta say this. You know what? Coach James Bond says, "Hey, Gina."
Hey, Coach Bonds.
I gotta say this though. A lot of people take our advice serious. Okay, a lot of, and which is cool.
I hope it works. That's all I can say. I hope it works.
It's cool, but we gotta make sure we put that disclaimer out there. What's up, Chris?
What's going on, family?
Norbit.
I'm back at 100%.
Let's go.
Are you?
I have to ask this question. Bro, did you send him the link?
Did I send who the link?
Michael.
Yeah, I sent the link.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just making sure because sometimes you had a senior moment.
A senior moment, or is it a senior?
That's what, Gina. That's what we call it now, the senior moment.
That's what we call it. Respectfully.
That's how she's
happening, man.
What's going on, Jack?
Lane.
Hey man, so I had reached out to this gentleman. Actually, I think it was a couple of years ago. He was in Chicago and was doing a show in Chicago in the winter, and it was just winter. Winter was wintering. All right.
Kind of like now, huh?
Well, no, it wasn't kind of like that.
Man,
It was out, snow's on the ground. Folks came in. Anyway, it was that thick, okay, and he still wanted to do his show. Some things were going differently, so I reached out to him and wanted to help. And dude was just courteous, man. This guy's he's not here yet, but I'm just gonna give the prelude right now. He's been in a gang of movies, gang of television shows. I mean, movies like House Party. If y'all remember, I forgot his name, but the little dude that came in, he was like the
Showbiz. What's his name?
Showbiz. And he was in Martin. He was Gina's boss in Martin. And what else? He was in Norbit. One of them stories. He was Norbit. Norbit. All right. He was what else? Let me see what we got here. He was on the Bernie Mac show. He was in the Everybody Hates Chris. You know, he did his, you know, he has stand-up shows all over the country, doing well. And, you know, he started, I mean, he's from Chicago, but he started doing stuff at Venice Beach. Got so good there, they gave him they let him put his hands in the concrete and the shoe in the concrete at Venice Beach. And he was on Star Search a long time ago. He was in Star Search. He won the comedy portion of it, $100,000. And guess what he did with the 100?
What did he do?
He gave half of it to charity.
Oh,
you got to remember too. He was in Poetic Justice too. A lot of people don't remember that.
Yeah, he's been in a lot of movies, a lot of television shows, and let me try to get him here for this show. All right, because we talked earlier today. You know, he had called me last night. Of course, I fell asleep. Called him back this morning. We talked for a little bit, and I didn't tell you who he is. We got Michael Colyar on the show tonight. All right. Well, we're supposed to have Michael Colyar on the show tonight.
Like, which one of them is Michael Colyar? Which one?
One in the blue hat.
As a matter of fact, anyway, here I'm gonna do this too while we sitting here not tripping, but and y'all see I'm not nowhere where I'm supposed to be, but I'm here.
Chilling.
He has his own podcast as well. Okay, it's called the Michael Colyar.
He does.
All right, and he's
you know who used to be the co-host on there?
Miss Arkansas.
Yes. He used to co-host on the show with him.
And this March in the hometown, y'all.
Invite her
at the Hard Rock Casino.
Yep.
Him, George Wallace, Jancy Brown, Timmy Carpenter, man. That's
that's all. Right. That's all family right there. I might have to come in town for that one.
I'm gonna see if I can get
actually, when I was in Vegas, I went and saw J. Anthony Brown.
J. Anthony, crazy.
And, no, George Wallace. I'm sorry. I went and saw.
Everybody keep getting mixed up too.
Mr. Las Vegas.
Yep. He's still funny.
I'm gonna see if I can get us some backstages or some.
Y'all know I love me some comedy, especially if it's funny.
Oh, that's gonna be what they say a knee slapper. That's gonna be a knee slapper for sure.
Mm-hmm.
With all them people,
gonna be a weave puller.
It'd be a headache.
Gonna be a weave puller. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna see when he comes on. I'm gonna see if he can get us.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if we can get Ted on the show too.
Teddy Carpenter, that dude's funny too, man. That's
very funny.
But I ain't seen him in a while.
I'm about to holler at him right now and see if we can get him on.
All right, so I just sent him a text to make sure. You know how the people like that are, man. They always fashionably late. Mm-hmm. But I ran out words to give him an introduction, so I already gave him his introduction. Coach Brown says, "Is Givens coming?"
Adele.
Robin Givens.
Adele Givens.
Adele Givens.
Oh, that's right. She is shy, grown. I'm gonna reach out to her to see if I can get her on the show. I'm serious. I'm gonna reach out. But anyway, man.
I thought she had chilled out on stand up.
What's that?
Adele. I thought she had chilled out. She ain't doing that.
No, I don't know, man, but I would love to see Adele. You know, I remember when she was on Def Comedy Jam and she was talking about the whale and the Tic Tac.
Yeah.
Giving the whale.
Yeah. Hey, that was her. That was the legendary joke. Everybody knew her by that joke. That was on Def Comedy Jam, and I'm telling you, she had people rolling.
She was like, look at your feet. You got little feet. Me with you is like wearing a Tic Tac.
Look, man, I'm gonna say this again, man. This gentleman has been he's been in the business for over 30 years. He's been on everybody's show. He's been on everybody's movie screen. He tells some of the funniest jokes, but he also gives a message. All right, and that's rare. He gives a message, and I put when I put it out there, I said actor, comedian, and philanthropist, because he gives a lot of good advice as well in his jokes. He makes you laugh and he makes you learn. Okay, everybody say what's up to Mr. Michael Colyar. What's going on, buddy?
Hey, how y'all doing?
Hello.
What's going on, man?
Bro?
That is not no real backdrop. Is it a cat sitting on that couch? What's going on back there? How y'all doing?
You know what, Michael? They tried to throw you under the bus, but I wouldn't stand for it. I told them, don't be talking about him. That's right. Comedian.
But I've been under the bus a lot, so I used to. I've been under the bus. Some guys trying to call me who I dodge. When you're doing StreamYard, if somebody
no, they heard him when he said he dodged him. Okay, so
that's trying to talk since he's talking about my backdrop.
He said there's a cat on the table, dude. Yeah, what is that on the table?
I'm finna hang up right now.
Bro, you done seen that a million times, and now you want to ask what's on the table.
Because I never paid attention to it. But he's coming right back. You know how this happens.
Sitting on that couch back there.
This happens.
Well, one thing I'm gonna say is I know not to talk about Michael because he would talk about you bad. So I wasn't talking about it.
That's outside of Chicago.
Gina's setting us up. That's going okay. But this happens. This happens when Chris get that phone call, man. It cuts off the phone. It stops.
You have to go and do not disturb.
You gotta come back.
I tried that too. The call still come through.
Tell them that, then, Gina.
Do not disturb.
Yeah,
man, they gonna try you every time. The guy who's calling is an idiot.
Yeah, put that phone on do not disturb.
He knows better. So I'd have blocked him now, so we ain't got to worry about him. Now if his cousin called, I don't know how to do about that. Hey, y'all, and don't worry, I've been thrown under the bus so many times that I'm pretty comfortable under there. How y'all doing?
Man, we good.
All right.
And nobody threw you under the bus.
Yeah, great.
I don't believe it.
Mike.
I know she having fun. Come on.
I know not to talk about you. I just think you talk about me before. I'm good.
Hey, Mike,
are y'all missing this guy yet?
Woo,
man, I done lost friends and everything about this Trump thing. I had one friend who, I guess he wasn't really a friend, but it's one white dude, and he called Kamala a whore.
Man, get out.
And I was like, bruh, even if you don't agree with her, even if you don't want to like her or vote for her, you don't get to call a black woman a whore, especially when you white. You can't do that. That's disrespectful. So he kept doing it. So I dumped him as a friend. This dude been trying to get with me ever since. He done called me on every device. I done blocked him every way I can. I wrote him a letter today. Woo! I bet he don't call me no more.
I would love to see that letter.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I don't know what America's going through, bruh. I feel really sorry about how confused they are.
You're going through a detox.
Yeah,
it's more than a detox.
I wouldn't call it a detox, but we're going through something.
Yeah, you know what you do when you detox, though, little bro.
What?
Yeah.
We're going through a detox.
It's so sad, though. For me, it's so sad that America couldn't see this coming. It's the same thing like when Hitler was coming. They should have stopped him at Munich. They knew when he did his Munich thing that he was going to be a maniac, but he was very good with propaganda. He knew how to do where you call a group of people an animal or vermin. That way you dehumanize them. And it makes it easy for other people to hate them. So you call Mexicans gangsters and thieves and rapists and drug dealers. So then white folks can go, yeah, we can hate them because they're not like us. You call black people rapists and say that we are the DEI people. We only there because we're not qualified. We're there because they gave us a foot up. So you can justify firing them. But if you look at everybody Trump is attacking, it's only minorities.
Yeah.
The poor Mexicans mi amigos, 59%
But
gave
check
their
this
vote
out.
to Trump. And he running them out of here like they on a sliding board. He can't wait to get them out the country, you know? So, hey, go ahead.
We're gonna have long grass and we're gonna have snow unshoveled, everything.
Who gonna be picking all them fruits and vegetables?
Man,
White folks ain't gonna go do it. And brothers ain't. Who gonna do that?
We done been around we done been that way already once. Shit.
No, we don't get to pick cotton no more. We DEI. They only let us do it first place because we was DEI.
Oh,
yeah. But you know, hey, enough about the orange dude, man. We celebrating you, Mike. Okay.
What?
Yeah.
You.
Okay.
Come on, man. 30 years plus, man. Okay. He's from Chicago, right around the corner.
South Side. Yes, sir.
Right around the corner. And you know, we just want to hear your story, man. I know it wasn't easy coming up.
You know, I don't even know about that part of it. You know, it's really funny. People are always saying, you know, the truly great comics are great comics, so they had a rough time. I didn't have a rough time. I was an addict. I did crack for 23 years. And as of March 1st, this March, I'll have 16 years of pure sobriety. But I was having fun when I was an addict. I was in motel rooms with people I generally wouldn't talk to on the street. I was getting fucked up. But a lot of people like, oh, woe is me. Let me tell you, I didn't hurt nobody but myself when I was getting high. I didn't steal from my family. I didn't backstab nobody. And most people didn't even know I was getting high unless they was getting high with me or they were the ones who sold it to me. So what I did is lost a lot of friends, a lot of opportunities, you know, a lot of brain cells. But mostly I lost a lot of time because people who started with me, they rich enough to pee cream right now. I came up with all these people. Cedric the Entertainer, Steve Harvey, of course, Bernie Mac, who put me on in so many places. He's the reason I got on Def Jam. Is Bernie Mac said, y'all need to put this boy on. The show hadn't even come out yet, and he made them put me on. I was still on Venice Beach. I just got out there telling jokes. So I had great friends, and all of that sort of went away because I made a different choice. You know, one day I had a rock and a piece of glass, and I said, wonder what happened if I dropped this rock on this hot piece of glass. And 23 years later, I started digging myself back out, you know? But I didn't have a hard time because I used my life experiences to enforce my work, to inform my work. So I was able to teach as I went along, to do comedy as I went along, and to be able to live pretty nicely. You know, I didn't get all that money stuff they got, not yet. But I ain't never been broke. I ain't never been living anywhere less than really well. And, you know, I just, like most humans, you have your experiences, man. And people say that sometimes life is like an onion. You know, you peel it a layer at a time, and sometimes you cry, man. You know, so you go through your life experiences. And if you pay attention to them and use those experiences, they will inform whatever else you want to do in your life, you know? So, yeah, I started in the projects. Robert Teller Home, 4352 South State, apartment 909. And when I figured out comedy, that was like early 80s, like 85. I figured out that I could tell jokes and people would laugh at them, but I was doing street performance in Chicago on State Street. And, you know, I was doing pretty good. And then winter came. And wasn't nobody trying to hit no damn joke on State Street in December. I sold everything that wouldn't fit in my car. Back then, I had a 1967 Buick LeSabre. You know about that?
I had a 68 when I was 17, 18 years old. I had 68 Buick LeSabre.
Smooth, the back of the windows, everything would go down. And I drove that out here. Everything else I sold, and I drove out to California because I thought it was warm all year round. But I drove out here so I could stand on Venice Beach and tell jokes, man, knowing that the police wasn't going to bother me, the weather wasn't going to bother me. So I would do 5 one-hour shows every Saturday and Sunday. I did that for 9 years, from 1986 to 95, telling jokes and passing my hat. And along the way, I got so many great opportunities. But that's also where I had my greatest addiction, you know, because I really found my crack and stuff hanging out on Venice Beach. And the weird thing is, I went to California to be a millionaire, and then I got there and realized that the world is not about me. That it's about my brother. So instead of me trying to be a millionaire, I attempted to be a billionaire of being. I want to be the best human I could possibly be. So instead of trying to make a living, I live my making, and my making shall make my living. So I would be out there seeing these people, hanging out with these people, smoking with these people, but a lot of people then lived out there. had to live in the alley and live behind garbage trucks and it behind garbage cans, and it affected me. So I've always wanted to help. I've always wanted to give back, because I left every weekend with a sack full of money. I didn't have any bills. That's how I started getting high, because I was like, I got all this money. I think it was I'm trying to think of who the artist who said, I think it was George Carlin. It could have been Robin Williams that said, cocaine is God's way of saying you're making too much damn money. So I had all this money, and I didn't owe nobody nothing. Huh? Was it George Carlin?
I said that was George Carlin.
And I didn't owe nobody nothing. I wasn't attached to anybody. And so I went off on a folly, and it became a ride that I went on for a long time. But along the way, I met fascinating people. I learned amazing things, and I feel like I lived, because that's what you do. I mean, I'm 67 years old. I'll be 68 Sunday, but I don't feel a day over 49. So
happy early birthday.
Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you. And I'm in love. I've been married 458 days to the most incredible woman I've ever met in my life, next to my mama. Oh, yeah, she everything. She everything. She has changed my DNA, my physical, mental, and spiritual DNA. I'm not even the same human being I used to be. I've achieved a level of joy that I did not know was imaginable. I didn't know. Let's put it like this: I didn't know a nigga could be this happy. That's all. So I am living blessings, because in the center of all of it is God.
That's
the center of all of it, man.
Yeah, absolutely. One thing I love about your comedy is that you crack everybody up. That's for sure. Okay, but you pause and you give a little message, then you go back to the joke. Give a message, you go back to the joke. If they're gonna laugh at your concerts, and they're gonna learn at your concerts, and I love that, man. But one thing that you did way back, and I remember seeing this. You had a black derby hat on, I think it was, and this brown coat with this black lapel. You're on Star Search, all right. You killed them in them little 2 minutes, 3 minutes they gave you, okay, and you won, and your 100 that you gave half of your money away,
right,
to charity,
to the homeless. Yes,
the homeless, man.
That's an interesting story, and I'm glad that you went there. There's the guy who I beat for the 100,000. Lena, what's her name? Lena Waite. Is that the lesbian
Lena Waite
producer? Lena, she's doing a movie about the guy that I beat, right? And according to him, his name is Anthony Griffin, also a comedian from Chicago. According to him, I beat him because I said I was giving my money to the homeless.
Oh, wow.
I mean, even if that was true, it ain't true, but if I thought that would have made me win, I would have done the shit. But I didn't even think about that. It was like, first I beat a guy who's a big producer now named Larry Wilmore.
Larry. Yeah, I remember, because Larry did. What did he do? He did a bunch of television shows.
Well, he produces a lot of stuff. He's been on not politically incorrect. What's the thing that John, this white comic who's so brilliant, and he always has a show at night. Jon Stewart. He did Jon Stewart. He produced that, but he also produced Bernie Mac's first series, and he won an Emmy as the producer for the first season of Bernie Mac. And I say I beat him, but he really beat himself, okay? Because he was a semifinalist with me, and he came out and decided that he was going to do his impression of Ike and Tina Turner. Okay, so he come out with a wig. Yes, he come out with a wig. He had a wig. He had a short dress. He had on high heels. And he had his back turned to the audience, and he just a dancing. And then you hear these sounds like somebody getting punched in the face. Poop, poop, poop. And his head would snap back, and the hair would snap back. It was hilarious if it was Def Jam. But this wasn't Def Jam. This was little blue-haired ladies from the Midwest.
That's right.
It was a different kind of humor. They were terrified. So he beat himself, so I won that round, which took me to the finals with Anthony Griffin, who's supposed to have been my friend. Until he got that show and found out we was competing, then he wasn't my friend anymore. I mean, the day I came to compete with him, I was still playing. I thought we was friends. I had a picture of me with a big cowboy hat on, and I wrote on there's a new sheriff in town, and I slid it under his door. Well, I had misspelled the word sheriff. So this Negro corrected the sheriff, and you know how you put the little S when you misspell, and you put a circle and aim at it, and slid the shit back under my door, right? so I'm thinking, okay, it's on and popping. We're going to do the thing. So when we got out there, I didn't know that Ed McMahon was going to ask a question. I didn't know. So he asked us, it's about to go down. And he said, okay, Anthony, what are you going to do with all that money if you win 100,000? He's like, I'm going to buy my mother a house. Everybody was like, oh. And he said, okay. And Michael, what you going to do if you get that money? I said, man, I'm giving half to the homeless. They went, whoa, yeah, right. So I kicked his ass and I won. So now I found out last year they doing a movie about his life. And in the story, he's claiming I won because I said I'm giving the money to the homeless. There's even one scene, because they sent me the script. People was calling me saying, Michael, I'm auditioning to play you in this movie, right? And I said, well, wow. Nigga, I'm still here. Anyway, so in one scene, he's actually sitting in the living room watching me on Def Jam on TV after it's all said and done. And it's funny because I reached out to Lena Waithe about 8 times. They never responded to me. They didn't want my side of the story. They didn't want to hear that, you know, but it was a wonderful experience. And I did it because, and one of my brothers was mad at me. Talking about the homeless. We can use that money. Well, grown people who have the ability to work should get out and work. Yes, you know, I was surrounded by people every day that was really impoverished and hungry. And I thought, shit, $50,000 was an awful lot of money to me. So I didn't need 100,000. If I had 50 and I could be able to give 50 to other people. I remember the first day I gave away $37,000. My feet didn't touch the ground again for 6 months. I literally floated through air. It was the most amazing feeling I'd ever had in my life. I mean, next to my new wife, I'm telling you, she everything. She owns the #1 soul food restaurant in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, called Simply Sonia. And let me tell you something. And I apologize to my mama when I say this. This woman makes a better salmon croquette than my mama. And my mama held that title for 34 years. You understand me? My wife did everything, man. And she gives my heart something extra to thrive about. And I found out with her, when you're in a relationship, you either have a teammate or a motherfucking opponent, you know? And I have a teammate. And everything in my life works now because I found the right person. You have one too. And me and her both been married and divorced twice. So we already got through the practice. Now we get the real shit. Time to go.
The real shit. Hey man,
I will do all the talking, so y'all better ask questions.
Go ahead, man.
We love it. We always asking questions, but we love it when we have to listen for real. I want some salmon croquettes though, because that's my favorite food. So.
Yeah.
Now she made them different than my mama though, because she makes hers really thin. They almost look like, you know, the potato pancakes when you flatten the potato. My mama made hers more like round. They almost look like little baseballs, right? So they're a little crunchy on the outside and tender inside. I think she lied sometime and used mackerel. I don't think we could always afford the salmon croquette. So she called them. I think a little mackerel got slid in there, you know.
Mackerel.
That's a reminder. Give that little reminder on the end of it. That's what it is.
That's right. That's right.
Oh yeah. So Mike, you said when you moved to California, what was it, 85?
Yeah, the end of 85, beginning of 86. Yeah.
How did you make it on Hollywood Shuffle in 87? That 2-year span. You know, it takes most comedians a long time to get their first movie, if that was your first movie.
Well, maybe it was released in 87, but I think we did it in 86 because I'd only been on Venice Beach about 4 months when Robert Townsend invited me to come to the movie. Because back then, though, they didn't know any of us, and the comics those guys were bringing any comics that they thought it was funny and giving them a part in the show, which was really a brilliant way to do a movie. And that movie still stands to this day as a brilliant piece of film that's still timeless because he filled it up with all the comedians. And Robert just invited me to be in it. I didn't have but one line. My line was, no, it's a muffler. Okay, it wasn't but one line, but I made $1,004 and I joined the Screen Actors Guild, so I didn't give a damn. It was so very good, and it's a classic. And to this day, it's a brilliant piece, you know. So yeah, and that was my first movie.
Wow, that's one of my favorite movies, man.
Yeah, it's a great movie. In fact, I was in that scene with Damon Wayans, Me,
Yep.
Damon Wayans, and it was somebody else. We were all supposed to be Secret Service agents. And we jumped out the car and looked underneath. And somebody said, I think that's a bomb. And I went, no, that's a muffler. And that was it. That's all I had. But once again, I was stupid back then. I didn't realize how to stay focused because I should have hung out with that group of people because all of them went on to do very well. In fact, most of us started the Comedy Act Theater together on day one with Robin Harris, Keenan Ivory Wayans, and Damon Wayans, Rusty Conduff, what's her name? Marie Ann Johnson. You know,
Anne-Marie.
Anne-Marie Johnson, who was just brilliant. And we all started the same day. In fact, we started two blocks away from where it ended. We started at another club called Shiswa, which was owned by these African brothers. But they wanted to take all the money from the door. So the guy who produced it moved us around the corner to the Comedy Act Theater, and the rest became history. Every Thursday night, if you was black, you made it over there. And it became so popular that the white folks in Hollywood would come every Thursday to see what was going on at the Comedy Act Theater. And all them guys went on to work. They went on to get series and shows and everything. Meanwhile, I was still on Venice Beach smoking a fat one and passing the hat. I was like, I don't need nobody. I'm making money. Shit, I wasn't making no money compared to them. But sometimes you have to live to learn.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's basically what I was going to say. Everything happens for a reason, man. You got to go through something to get to.
Oh, yeah. Right? I don't regret anything that's ever happened to me. Everything that's ever happened to me brought me to where I am right now. And right now, I'm sitting smack dab in the middle of my dream. I just got through doing my 1 hour special on Venice Beach where I started, called The King of Venice Beach. We shot it with 6 cameras and a crane. I built the stage right in front of the police station, built it to look like a crown. So it's like I said, it's called The King of Venice Beach. And I'm able to give back again to the homeless. When I collected the money at the end of the show, instead of taking the money for myself, we jumped in the car and drove right to the homeless shelter. And instead of writing them some big ignorant cardboard check, I added money to the bag and we poured the money right on the table and gave it to them as it was given to us. Plus, we got one. Hey, grab me one of them bags, man. I could quickly after. Don't worry about that. I also, a friend of mine who has a company called Macware made bags for homeless people. And we're giving away 1,986 bags to homeless people to commemorate me starting in 1986 on quickly, please, on Venice Beach. Thank you. And so this is one of the bags. And these ain't like sandwich bags. You can put this on your back like a backpack. And we'll put a soup in there, right? We make sure that they got a soup they can add some water to. We have shirts we put in there, socks. And I try to put $10 in every bag. This is the Macware bag. Macware is the company for the King of Venice Beach. And we try to put $10 in each bag that we can. So when we hand a bag to somebody homeless, they know they can pour some water in that container and have soup, but they can also go buy a sandwich. Like if I had $10 out in the street, I could live for a week. I know how to go buy some lunch meat and a loaf of bread. Give me a plastic knife. In fact, on YouTube, I'm in a movie, a film short we just shot called Tomato Soup, right? And in it, I'm a homeless guy, and there's a little boy that's homeless, and he sees that I'm hungry, and he said, "Come on, follow me." So he takes me to like a Starbucks, and he asks, "Can he have 2 cups of water?" So they give him the 2 cups of water. Then he go get some pepper, and we go on to Burger King, and he steal a whole handful of ketchups, and we sit in the alley mixing it in the water.
Make tomato soup.
He said, "That's tomato soup." And then I'm about to leave the boy, but he don't have no place to stay. So I take him into the alley behind a dumpster. I move the dumpster, there's a hole in the wall, and he says, "What's this?" I said, "That's where I stay. It's warm, and ain't nobody gonna mess with you. You can stay here." And he said, "But what you gonna do?" I said, "Oh, don't worry about me. I got tomato soup." Oh, it's a cold piece.
Come on.
It's on YouTube right now. It's live tell, right? But am I my brother's keeper? You damn right. And my sisters too. We got to get back to realizing that we are here to serve. We are here to help the other people around us who can't do it all for themselves. If you don't want to have anything, you got to learn to give everything to everybody. If you give everything to everybody, you will have so much shit, you won't have no place to put it, man. You know?
I mean, it's one thing that I always say. I say we are actors and actresses in God's movie. So everything that happened with us was already preordained. And the other thing I say is that these 4 years that we about to have with Trump, I believe about to bring the black and brown together like it should have been a long time ago.
I hope you're correct on that. I certainly.
I felt this. You know what, Chris? It's so funny. I told somebody that earlier today. I said, this is what's going to bring black and brown people together. This is what's going to do it, because we know how to survive, but we know how to survive together. And that's how we survived back in the day.
That's what I was say, sis. Back in the day, we was together. I remember, back in the day, black and brown was like this, before they found a way of dividing us.
Exactly. The colonizers realized that you can divide and conquer. If you can make people think that they're different from each other, then they have a reason to fight. But when you remember that you're my brother, what are we going to fight about? If I remember that you're on my side, we have the same journey, what are we going to fight about? And that's why I'm always giving. I will always give back to the homeless. When I first was out on Venice Beach, one of the things I would do is I would come and buy 10 breakfasts each morning. They only cost 99 cents, but you ain't getting no meat. But you got toast, eggs, hashed brown potatoes, and some jelly. Shit, if you sleeping outside, that is a meal. So I would get like 10 of them and pass them out every Saturday and Sunday when I do the beach before I even start my show. I mean, giving is my thing. That's what I love to do. We're giving 1,986 of these bags out. My car is full of them. We drive down the street and see homeless people. We pull over and hook them up. And the Midnight Mission, where we took the money, they literally have showers for 700 people every morning. They have 750 meals. They feed hot meals 3 days a week. And they give clothing to the homeless, but they don't put them in boxes and shit like you homeless and you picking through garbage. They hang them on racks. So you feel like you have some dignity, like you're serving. The Midnight Mission is cold-blooded, man, and they helping people. And every time I help somebody, I feel better. Every time, every single time.
Yeah, and it's funny. Go ahead.
I just want to say that we halfway point of the show, man. We are talking with this man has been in business for over 30 years. All right, he's done. I mean, if you turn on the television right now, you're probably gonna see him. All right, he's done films. He's done a number of television appearances. He's done a number of stand-ups, and just so everybody knows that's around in the hometown, Mike, we all from Gary, Indiana. We right around from all of us. I don't know how it happened like this. We all different places now.
Hold up. March 29th.
I'm
the Hard Rock Cafe.
I'm there.
Oh, you got
2 days after my birthday.
You got the poster, baby. That's
man.
gonna be off the chain, man. And they better come with their A game, because can't none of them follow me. Okay, that right now.
Now they got George up here, all swole up in the middle.
Right.
Come on, George.
George Wallace is phenomenal. He's a legend. He's an icon. Y'all know I have a morning show, and the Michael Colyar morning show, I used to do it 5 days a week.
Mike, I'm there too, though.
Oh my God! But now that's the new one. The old one we stopped a month and a half ago after I did 1,000 shows. This is the new version where now I only do Mondays. I do Monday for an hour and a half. So
now we talk about something.
This Monday, George Wallace came on to push his new sitcom, which is off the chain. Him and Lorraine Cox, you know her, she actually has okay. Anyway, him and Lorraine Cox has a sitcom that Norman Lear put together. They started this 7 years ago. Good. Norman Lear died about 3 years ago at 101 years old. This was his last sitcom, and it is hilarious, brother. He came on my show this Monday, and also Spinderella came on my show with her husband Q, who's a brilliant comedian. It was really nice. So yeah, we do that. Make sure y'all know every Monday morning, 7 a.m. Los Angeles time, 9 a.m. Chicago time, 10 a.m. New York time. The Michael Colyar Morning Show is off the chain. Every show we have comedy, every show we have music, and every show we pray. I'm just trying to create a show where you can start your day with laughter and prayer. Because if you start your morning with laughter and prayer, you build a force field of positivity around you that no BS can penetrate,
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Michael, y'all on top of it, though.
Yeah, and it's funny. It's funny that you say, because me and my girl was on Venice Beach actually this weekend, and I was walking, and it changed a lot. You know what I'm saying? It changed a lot, but I mean, we was walking up and down, and I was like, man, this used to be everything. Walking up and down Venice Beach, more than nighttime, it didn't matter. It was everything, man. It was everything.
It's a little different now, but it still
Yeah.
has that eternal circus vibe. There's always
It does.
everybody out there. It's like watching the world walk by. Everyone's out there, and the different things. If you don't need a whole lot of money to have fun on Venice Beach. You know, you got $20 or $30, you're gonna have a great damn time on Venice Beach, you know, and I still love it. That's why it was important for me to go back and shoot it, because that's my alma mater. And I had to shoot it where I began. I shot a special out there after I won that money on Star Search. HBO came to me and they want to know who is his brother who gave half the money back and he's still on Venice Beach telling jokes. And so they did a 30-minute one mic stand. That's why I want to come back and do the full hour where we reach more people, we teach more lessons, and we can give back to more people. Oh, it's going to be, man, wait till you see it. It's very special.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
I want to see a preview.
Oh my goodness. I wish I could show you some of that. And I do have it. You have that? You have that?
He said, I wish.
That? Hold up. Let me see with my phone. Let me see if we can do this. Hold on.
Let's see if he could pull a rabbit out of his hat.
Let me see. That would be awfully good if this works. Okay. Oh wait, this is my newest book. I wrote my first erotic poetry book. It's audio, and I do 4 erotic poems.
You got to send it to Gina.
It's called
because we got a category now for that, because we actually had a couple of authors submit what they call pornetry. So we have a category.
Well, mine is called In the Wet Spot. Blue Erotica by MC Butternuts. Okay. But
wait, hold on, Mike. Mike, hold on. What's the name again? MC who?
It's called In the Wet Spot, Blue Erotica by MC Butternuts. Go to solid screen. Go to solid screen for 1 second.
Go to
solid screen so they can see it good at home. There you go. By MC Butternuts. In the Wet Spot is 14 poems that's off the chain. But I want to see. I have the what's the name in here. Hold up a second. I do have a trailer, and I didn't know I could have sent y'all this trailer. I didn't know. Okay, let me see.
You still can. You sent it to Greg.
I don't know how to do all that.
That's a lot of work right now.
I'm technically retarded. I'm
it'll
thinking about
take
renting a teenager to help me. Okay, here we go. Let me see. This will work. Okay.
You said renting a teenager.
Let's see if this will work. If the sound will come. Oh, there's a sound wave. Okay, here we go. I'm bag it up, back that ass up, turn it this way. Open it up. Hold up. Come on, baby. It always tries to do that. Once it knows you need it to work.
Yeah.
We bring it right back to where. Shoot. Okay, I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna do it small. It'll work. Stay right there. Here we go. Bagging it up, back that ass up. R. Kelly made a mistake. A mistake, sir. Several times. It could have happened to any of them. Look, I was out here from 1986, 1995, 5 hours a day. 25 years later, I'm cuter, richer, and we also get to give back to the community. Sat that crab in that oil, and the crab ran out and died. And I thought that was the coolest shit I had ever seen in my life. But when I dipped that motherfucker in that sauce, oh no, it's cold blooded. Y'all gonna love it. The animation for it, everything.
Hey Mike, you should send it to me. We can play it on another show.
Is that on YouTube? It
ain't on anywhere except my phone. Yeah, this
exactly.
is nowhere yet. No one's seen this yet.
When is that coming out, Mike?
I don't know. We're in the last weeks of the editing, and then after I edit it, then I have to sell it. So I would say it'll be a couple of more months before we release it. But everybody gonna know if when I get off of here. If you tell me where to send it, where would I send it? Where would I send it?
Send it to Mo.
Yeah.
I don't know Mo. So call me after the show, Mo, and I'll send it, and y'all can run it sometime because that would be really great.
Oh my God!
You see the private chat? You see the private chat on there?
Private
chat. Right there on your screen.
It should.
I don't
I don't know. The easiest way to do it, so we can keep the show going. Once we go off, Mike, just stay on, and we'll do all this afterwards.
Okay, yeah. Then y'all can run it later. No, it's a cold piece.
Yeah,
it's really good. And then my opening animation, the music is by Tia P, who is brilliant. My closing music comes from an African brother named Moonlight Africa. Off the chain. Y'all gonna really love it. And once again, we get to give back. That's the main thing. We get to give back.
Yeah.
Mike, so you've done over 1,000 shows on your podcast, man. You know, we're making it our way up to we're at about 905, I think, right now.
Nice.
Yeah.
And we're gonna do a 1,000 show party. All right,
y'all should do it. I did it. I did, man. It was 3 hours, brother, and everybody came on. It was amazing. Please go see my 1,000 show. Just go to YouTube, the Michael Colyar Morning Show. Fast forward to 1,000. We're only at 1,003 right now. I'm doing 1,004 this Monday.
So, yeah, one of the good things about your show, Mike, you had two of we call our family members because they be on here a lot. Miss Arkansas and Shanta Gibson that passed away a couple years ago. You had them both on the show, and they're like regulars on our show. Like they even said in a co-host.
They are great. Both of those are great people. You know, I also have just released my children's book. So I haven't I ain't released the erotica book yet, but the children's book, Lil Bobby White, although the kids are black. Okay, Lil Bobby White. It's a story of a kid who always wins because he always chooses to do the right thing. You know, it's a lesson that we don't teach our kids anymore. The lesson of being good for goodness sake. No, in fact, we don't teach our kids anything. What we do is we give them a device and we sit them in a corner and we come back 8 years later and we don't know why they calling us motherfuckers while they rolling a joint and they got a pistol in their lap. You know, we have to get back to parenting, to reminding our children that they need to be raised as adults, not raised as children. You know, but the children are raising each other, so they don't have anything to go by. You know,
that's true. And one thing you got to do, Mike, right above you, author Gina Gasson, she has her own award show for books. So y'all need to talk. She did something in Chicago this year. She was in Vegas. She left me and went to Chicago. They left me.
Please reach out to me.
We'll be back.
Greg got me on speed dial. Give me the information. I would love to let you see about this book. The erotic book, I'm not even putting that out as a written book first. I'm putting it out for 6 months as just an audio book. So you hear me reading the poems so you know what they sound like. And that way, the book is meant for couples to get together, sit in front of the fireplace, snuggle up somewhere. You don't get butt naked. Butt naked is a destination. You want to be in some lingerie. You want to be in the journey. Get a little something to sip on, some of them fancy cigarettes without the writing on them, and read the poems to each other and see what happens. Can I read one of my poems on here?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay.
Yes, you can.
Okay, hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. Okay, let me see. There you go. Let me see.
Hey, do you read them on your show?
Huh?
You read them on your show?
I can't read them on my show. My show is a family show. We don't cuss on my show.
We don't either.
I mean, we do everything over here. This is the midnight.
We don't allow no cussing on our show because we have a minister on every show that's praying.
Can't do that.
We try not to have people on there cussing. We don't have them on there cussing and shit. Okay, I'll just do one called oh wait, this is a cute one. This is the birthday one called "Eat the Cake, Annie Mae." All right, gotta get my eyeballs for this. Okay, all right, and that's my mama above me right there. That's Miss Mary Lena Smith right there. Okay. Eat the cake, Annie Mae. It's your birthday, and I really want to treat you right. I want to please you good today and even gooder during the night. Of course, we'll start traditionally. We'll wine and dine and shop. Then please get butt naked and clam your fine ass up on top. My kissing game is going to be both hot and juice-alicious. With all the tongue and lips and juice, you'll simply say, delicious. And then there'll be the warm massage, rubbing every part of your body, hair, soul, and mind with emphasis on your heart. And then I want to love you good until you holler, stop. I want to lie naked with upward thrust as you're smiling from the top. Because it is your birthday and your queenship shall reside as you're rolling and you're stroking as you make your royal ride and the juice is getting juicier as your vagina gets really hot as you tremble and you whisper, please pull out now. I will not, because I vow today to please you. It's your birthday. Eat the cake as I gently stroke within you because your pleasure is at stake. Go, shouty, it's your birthday. I'm going to whoop that pussy right. Go, shouty, it's your birthday. I'm going to fuck you through the night as your toes are gently curling and you start to stroke me fast. And I gently bite your bottom lip and smack that pretty ass. You'll yell out a cuss of goodness. Fuck me, daddy. It's my day. And together we'll come loudly and happy birthday is all I can say. Now just lay there, baby.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to read that in front of the preacher.
Definitely. No, there's gonna be a whole lot of prayer after that one. Oh yeah,
right, for
you
real.
might have to do communion, So that's the vein that the poems are in. They're all about erotica and love and making love and the juiciness and the kissing. And when you just read them to each other and trying those things on each other, it increases your personal romance. So I'm only gonna sell it as audiobook first, and then after about 6 months of that, then I'll release the hard copy. The hard copy.
Hey, Michael, I'm gonna give you an idea real quick, and you can run with it. I don't want nothing from you, big bro.
Okay.
You need to take those poems and add music to them and put it out as an album also.
That's what it is. That's what I'm in the studio now. Oh no, there's music underneath it.
Oh wow.
There's a foreword before each one that tells why I wrote it. My wife is on some of them moaning. Oh baby. Oh no, everybody seen the book. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. That's a great suggestion. But yeah, you in there like swimming.
Oh yeah, that's dope.
So check this out. So they made the heathen a pastor. I just got my first sitcom that I'm starring in. You know how people say I'm blessed and highly favored?
Yeah.
My new sitcom is called Highly Favored, and I'm the minister, Pastor Michael Crawford. My deacon is Rodney Perry. My wife is Kiki Shepherd. One of the church mothers is Melanie Camacho. And it usually takes 3 to 4 days to shoot a sitcom. We did 6 in 4 days, and they are off the chain. Wow. Yep.
Wow.
So, yep. It's called. You look for it. It's called Highly Favored.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike, I need you to do me a favor.
Yes, sir.
I tried the other day to do this one of my favorite jokes from you.
Oh, you fucked up one of my jokes. Okay.
I did. It's about the 4 guys that went up to the mountain.
I sure wish I had used that the other night. I was struggling in this concert, and I couldn't think of a joke to do. If I'd have done that, I'd shut it down.
Mike, Can you do me a favor? My people. Can you do me a favor and do it now?
Yes.
Yeah, that's my favorite joke too.
It's called "This Is for My People." So these 4 guys on top of a mountain: white guy, black guy, Asian, and Hispanic. The black guy, the Asian guy jumped off. He said, "This is for my people." The Hispanic brother said, "This is for my people." He jumped off the mountain. The black dude said, "This is for my people." Grab the white dude, threw that motherfucker off the mountain. I know that's fucked up. But when you white, when you tell it, just flip it. It's very flippable. Anybody can tell that joke, Yeah, I mean, it's so funny because laughter is powerful and it's healing. If you can laugh through a thing, you can get through a thing. These next 4 years are going to be very powerful for me because people really gonna need to laugh to get through all this bullshit that's about to be thrown at you politically. Man. Hey, what up?
What's going on?
How you doing, man? When they let you out?
This is my.
What up, Jay?
This is my son.
What's going on, y'all?
This is my life right here. That's my son.
That's your son? What's his name?
Jordan.
Oh, Jordan, how you doing, brother? Pleasure to meet you. Man, I'm supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, baby.
All right.
If I was doing any better, I think it was a setup. My life is great. Yeah, you can't beat a complaint out of me. And I'm in love.
That's my life, man.
Hey, it's the best. It's the best thing ever, ain't it, Mike?
Brother, everything's about family and God. He better be your life. Everything's about family and God. Once you get family and God down, everything else takes care of itself. For real. And we're going to make mistakes. We humans. The whole thing's about living doing what you think you should do, and then adjusting. If it doesn't work, you adjust and you try it again. You try it a different way until you find that center that really makes your heart sing a royal song. But ain't nobody gonna get it right the first time. You're gonna fall down, you're gonna bump into shit. Stuff gonna be wrong. It ain't gonna work out. But that's okay because God is in the center of everything. There is no place where the Holy Spirit does not reside. No place that is dirty, dark, and dank. No place that's beautiful and pristine. God everywhere. He's everywhere. And you can always call him. You can always call on him at any time, bro. He ain't gonna never turn you down. He's not gonna say, motherfucker, where you been all this time? No, whenever you show up, he ready for you.
Better be glad he don't say that.
Yeah. Your son big too. His head almost twice as big as yours. What's going on over there? Y'all ain't wearing the same hat. I tell you that shit. Hey,
That's
son,
funny.
what do you do, Jordan? What do you do?
I'm just working right now, but I make music as well.
Oh, cool. What type of music?
Like rap, R&B.
Cool. You don't wear your pants hanging off your ass, so do you?
Nah, I don't.
Okay, good for you. No, because I just started a new initiative. I done went out and bought up all the belts in town, at the thrift store, 25 cents, 50 cents. And I walked through the neighborhood and I got them draped on my arm and I got a 9mm. Now, if I see you with your pants hanging off your ass, I'll offer you a belt. If you take a belt, right on. If not, pow, pow. I take out 3 more people. Everybody will be wearing the belt right up to their nipples. So, yeah, brother, I'm glad you don't do that. You have a father. Thank you, sir, for being a father. We forget our responsibility.
His pants to his nipples, so that's what I do.
Not at all. Hey, Mike.
Pull him up.
Mike, hey, man, we want to celebrate you, man, and the celebration is going to continue even after the shows, even after we're going to celebrate you to the 1,000th show.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Show them that flyer again for Gary. Everybody in Gary, come out and see me because I'm gonna take that show. I'm gonna steal that show.
Hey man, we need some VIPs.
Yeah, they're all on there with me. J. Anthony Brown, George Wallace, and Ted. Call them the VIPs.
Yeah,
them the VIPs.
But you know what? There's too many of y'all. I got like 4 comps I can get y'all, but it's 5 of y'all. I ain't got all them tickets.
Well, he ain't going.
Okay, good. I got 4. Don't you worry about that. Make sure you reach out to me.
I can't even go, y'all. I'll be in Canada, so
he ain't going.
I wouldn't even want you to waste
You're
your
in
ticket.
Canada?
I would love to go. I'll be in Canada. That's my birthday on the 27th.
Oh,
so
nice.
My husband got a trip to Canada. We going out there to see Mary J. Blige.
Oh, nice. I love Mary J. Blige, man.
I love MJB.
And she is sweet as she is talented, man. She knows how to
seen
talk
her
to
before,
people.
and I saw her in Chicago years and years ago, and I mean that it was just respect. It's different. She's so down to earth, and when you see a entertainer in a real being, you have to have respect when they have that love and such genuineness as she does.
Nice. I'm sorry that Snoop did the inauguration, but he is that type of person. Snoop is one of the nicest people you're ever going to meet. Yeah. He never looks down his nose at nobody. You could be homeless or whatever. He'll look you in your eye and talk to you with kindness.
Absolutely.
That dude is an example. He really is one of the coolest guys in the game.
But see, Mike, Mike, you are the same way, man. And again,
thank you.
We thank you for coming to the show. Before we leave here, man, we got number one. My son was an immature fan. Okay, he loved them house party movies.
Yes, sir.
He loved them house party.
I got some toe jam crackers for you later. Hook up. I am always grateful for that movie because that movie is like 114 years old, and people are still watching it and loving it like it just came on yesterday because it probably did. They run that shit almost every other day. So every place I go, people come up to me and say the lines from the movie. The lines I don't even remember. And they say the lines from the movie. Man, we love you, Showboat Man, with them toe jam crackers. Some people don't like it. Like JJ Walker for the longest hated it if you said dynamite. If you say dynamite, him his fist ball up. Don't say dynamite.
Oh, yeah.
But now that he gave him some money for a commercial, his ass saying dynamite now.
I
think it's a blessing. If it's something that makes people remember me after all those years, it's a blessing and a gift. And I'm glad to have it. Just like life, brother and sister. Life is a gift. Every breath we take is a blessing. If we wake up in the morning, baby, we already won. That's the gift. Now, what you gonna do with that gift? You gonna take advantage of it, or you gonna love it and be grateful and show gratitude? Because gratitude is the highest thing we can do. We gotta always be thankful. We gotta thank God for all of it. We gotta thank the people who are sweet and kind to us, and we gotta thank them some bitches and bastards that were bad to us, because they showed us which way to go and what not to do. You know, so we gotta find the joy and the light in all of it. And the way you can't find that light, get the fuck out of there. Run quick, fast, and in a hurry. You know, I appreciate y'all having me on here. God bless y'all so much. Let me tell
We
people how they can
enjoyed
find me.
you.
Thank you. Y'all can find me. You can go to my very sexy webpage called therealmichaelcolyar.com, because that lists all my concerts and everything I'm doing and what's coming up. You can come every Monday to YouTube and see the Michael Colyar Morning Show, which is always wonderful. It's live. You don't know what's going to happen, but it's always funny, positive, and uplifting. And that's it. That's all I got. I'm going to need a job soon.
Hey, man, we
bro. You getting residuals out there.
Oh, this is true. Thank God for the residuals. Holy Jesus. But everything is a blessing, baby. We are blessed, blessed. And I am grateful to y'all. Thank y'all for giving me this time, letting more people see me and say hi to me. And y'all can buy my books too. My president book, Funny Thing Happened on the way to the White House. I knocked on the door and the brother answered. It's back on sale. It's back on sale because, man, we done walked into a firestorm with this ignoramus that they put in office.
Hey,
you
Mike.
know? Yes.
That's literally.
The good thing about them walking in the fire is these fools don't realize that they don't know history, so they doomed to repeat it. Well, we know history, we know where we come from, so they doomed to repeat this stupid shit. And you know, we here to pick it up and run in another direction. Thank God for that.
Yeah, let me shout out Stephen and James. Those two have been writing beautiful things the whole time I've been on here. God bless y'all, man. I don't know what y'all doing, what y'all into, but I hope it sparkles and shines and takes you to wherever you want to go. And thank y'all so much. People can reach me at Comic King 123 at AOL.com if you want to write. If you like to send me $10. Because every $10 people send me, I put it in a bag and give it to homeless people. One sister out of Winston-Salem, where my wife's restaurant is, Winston-Salem, North Carolina, Sister Paulette Walker, she sent $500 so we could give 50 people in the bags $10 each. I don't take none of that money for me. People sending me stuff for my birthday this Sunday. Don't send me nothing but increments of $10. And I swear to you, every penny is going to homeless people, man. And it's just a joy to see somebody look in the bag and see the food and see the shirt. And then they see it's a $10 bill in there. Well, today we only had $5. It's a $5 bill. But when you sitting on the curb and you ain't got
every
nothing,
bit helps.
it means a lot, man. And they'll smile. Like, wait, I got to tell you, one we pulled up to, me and my partner, Dre, he was driving, and we go out and we go at the bags at night. And this lady made her way over to the car. I mean, she was raggedy. She had tore up. And I gave her the bag and I said, ma'am, there's some food, there's some soup in there, some clothing, and a little money in there. And she said, well, thank you. Can I have a nickel? And I said, ma'am, it's $10 in the bag. She smiled and took off running, you know. So you never know what life you're going to touch. You never know who you're going to heal.
Yeah.
Sometimes just a nice word, man, can make a person's whole day and even change their lives. So try to be good to people because karma is real. You get it even if you don't get it. So be good to everybody, and it's going to come back to you, man, in spades. For real.
Threefold. More real quick.
Thank you all. God bless you. Real good, man. Make sure y'all check me out everywhere, cause I'm like San Juan Fair. I'm everywhere.
Some of us gonna be up at the Hard Rock
and Gary. You know. I shout out my wife Sonia Powers Collier is everything. Oh, these guys are great too. That show gonna be so good. I'm gonna be so funny that day. I wish I was in the audience watching me. That's all I got to say about that. God bless y'all. Oh, I do have one joke. So Ted told me the brother, he's married, and he was on Sister to Sister. He was the father. How am I blanking? Tim Reed is now 80 years old. He's been married to his lovely wife 42 years. And he told me this joke. He said a guy died and he woke up and he was in the clouds. First he ain't see nobody. Then he saw a fella walking by. He said, hey, buddy, is this heaven? And the guy said, no, brother. You was in heaven when you was on earth. You had everything. You had trees and flowers and food and animals and love and good water. And the guy said, well, where am I at now? He's, oh, you fucked up. I love that joke. Thank y'all so much for being so kind and for sharing this platform. God is great. And I hope to see y'all again one day soon. Blessings and blessings. Yeah. Reach out to me, Gary. I'll send you this trailer for the sitcom. For the special, and y'all can see it.
I got you, but call me Greg, though. It's not Gary.
Gary.
It's Greg Gray. I mushed them all together. Gary. It's like They call him Big GG. They call him Big GG. Greg Gray. Thank you very much. Thank you, Arthur Gina Gatson. Thank you, Dr.
You're so
B,
welcome.
Christopher Lane, and thank you, Mo B. You better got to be Mo better. See y'all later.
Right.
God is great. Have a great night.
Right.
Bye-bye now. Thank
you.
Right.
Mo, let's get out of here.
Man, that was a blessing. That was a blessing.
You want to say something, George?
I've been sexy my whole life, and it's not stopping.
Okay. Mo, you say what?
Hey, George. Hey, Jordan, if you wasn't my nephew, I was about to say something, bro.
Go ahead, Mo.
Oh, I just said that was a blessing right there, man.
Oh, most definitely.
Bro, put it on. Mike, I wish he hung out. I would have liked to got that video from him. I guess he gonna send it to you.
If we need to get in, I got his number. We'll be all right. Chris.
Okay. Yeah, man. This was a good show. I know it's my first day back. I've been under the weather, but I'm back now. This is good. Oh, shout out to my baby too. How you doing?
You missed Cinda Williams the other day.
Man, you missed.
I know, and I heard she was. We'll talk about that after.
Yes, sir.
Well, I love comedy. I love funny people. Well, I'm glad I'm gonna be in Canada going to see Mary J. Blige, but I wish I could be in two places at once because I would definitely love to see that comedy show. That is going to be a side cracker. So yes, it's good to have him on. He's a legend. He's funny. He has a good spirit.
Yeah, and see that goes a long way. That goes a long way.
I just love it when we get a chance to celebrate people like Michael, man. Because they've done so much, and to come from where he's come from, to get to where he's at, it's nothing but a blessing. Okay, nothing but a blessing. Absolutely. Tomorrow, I don't know what the hell we're doing, but it's Wednesday. We gonna do something. He won't be here tomorrow, but I might just get on here and just Chris, if y'all coming, let's just get on here and just stare for an hour.
Oh, let's do it. Hey, look, hey, we need to see what the Guinness Book of World Records is.
And see.
No, I bet don't do that.
I bet you our highest show.
People gonna be on there like, I think they froze.
And we did our job. This is show number 9.
Lord have mercy.
95 more shows to go. All right, and I should have put this up there so Mike would understand and know what he was sitting in on, man. He's sitting in on with a bunch of people, man, from the Chicago chapter, but it's all the way in Atlanta, the National Black Radio Hall of Fame. That's what we are. That's what we do. Okay. And thank you, Mike, for coming on the show, hanging out with us, man, and making us laugh. We need that, man.
Yes.
And teaching us.
Real.
It's all right. Anyway, having said that, man, thank you guys for tuning in today. It's Dope Living TV Live. We will see you guys tomorrow, all right? Peace.
Peace.